What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today, and today, Final Fantasy XVI came out. So I know I already did the demo, but they said they did some updates and this, that, and the other thing, and it should run a lot better now, so they say. So I figured I'd grab it and see what's what. And shit, this month has been a big month for games. I think I spent more this month for video games than maybe ever. They had like a sale. I spent like 70 bucks on a bunch of games that were all like $13 when they're normally like 80, or like even some that are like, what do they call them? Like those big packs that come with all the games. I think I got like the Saints Row, like all of them for like $18 or 17 bucks or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, I've spent a shit ton of money this time on games, but that's okay. The only games I'm interested in, because if I'm not interested in the game at all, like sports games, I just tell people, hey, sorry man, I'm just not into that. So unless it's on EA, I can't help you. But other than that, I'm into most other games. So I guess we're gonna start off here at 1080p. We are gonna use OBS, so sometimes I forget to mention this, but that does take a few FPSs away. So if you want to see what it can really do, make sure you watch the camera recorded portion. And as usual, we'll do more than just one setting since it's a new game that just came out. I'm gonna hop in there and, you know, try a couple things. We'll try like native high settings. We'll use FSR, probably still have to use FSR in this game. I think this is one of those games that you have to basically use upscaling for whatever. Unless you've got something crazy like a 4090 on a 1080p screen, then you could probably play that shit native all day long. But if you got 4090 and 4K, you're probably gonna have to use some DLSS. It sucks, but that's what you just gotta do. Half the time games use garbage TA, and that's why it looks better anyway, because it'll replace it with their own anti-aliasing for DLSS. It's nice. Sometimes they even just let you do that and use DLAA, so that's pretty cool. Anyway though, sorry about the long intro, but obviously that's why I do chapters, so people can just skip right ahead if they don't want to listen to me yammer along. But let's stop wasting time and let's go get ourselves into the game. Well, alright, here we go. Here's the settings we're gonna run. We're gonna do 1080p first on this thing. We're just gonna try high first, then we'll try medium after that. Then we'll start messing around with FSR and frame gen after that. So, there we are at the bottom. Let's go see how it runs. Well, here we are in game, native 1080p on high. And yeah, frame time still do the goofy stuff they were doing during the demo on here. But besides that, we still can't quite hit 60. At least not everywhere. Quite a few spots even drop down into the 40s, if I recall. Yeah, like here. Still more than playable, obviously, but me, I like, you know, having a decent 60 plus. That's just me. Not everybody cares about 60 plus. Alright, let's go on out and confront these bastards. Ah, and it seems it's taken away my temp for the GPU again. Great. I was hoping that new driver actually got that to just be like fixed forever, but nope. It still decides when it wants to be there and when it doesn't. Alright, that's them. And then we'll fight the Dragoon dude for a little bit too. Still need a little more time. Not bad. Alright, he's about to go jump up, do his move, so why don't we move on? Alright, so here's what we're going to try next. Just dropping it down to medium. I still don't think that'll get us to 60 plus, but I just want to see if it really does anything. If I recall from the demo, it didn't really do a whole lot. Like maybe 2 to 3, 4 FPS tops. So, and it doesn't really help out frame times either. So you might as well probably just run it on high, but I just wanted to try this just for fun and to be thorough. In the game we are again. And no, still can't quite hit 60 everywhere. Nope, still dropped in the 40s in certain spots in here too. I was wondering, but no, doesn't really seem to do a whole lot really. That's why I said you might as well just play on high, if you're okay with it dropping down into the 40s sometime. And then cutscenes seem to all be 30. I'm hoping I can find some patch somewhere from like Gamers Nexus, or not Gamers Nexus. Yeah, that'd be cool if they start doing mods, Nexus mods, and hopefully they'll have some kind of mod to make this just whatever your frame rate is. Because it's not like 30 FPS is the end of the world, but I would prefer to just stay at what FPS I was at before, you know? It's just a little jarring to go from like hundreds of FPS, not in this case, but I'm just using an example. Like if I'm on my main PC getting like 80 to 100 FPS, it's kind of jarring to go all the way down to 30 for a cutscene, you know? That's just my opinion, of course. Ha! Get owned by a wing witch. Alright, kill him real quick. At the very least, I'm getting pretty efficient at killing these guys. I'm still going to restart the game. I'm just kind of glad it put my game saves over so I could get right back to this spot. Otherwise, I would have had to play all the way up till here again. That would have taken quite some time. Oh, the Dragoon is here. Yeah, I think last time it only went up like 77 or 78 there. So yeah, we gained like 2-3 FPS. And no better frame times. It'd be one thing if like the frame times just smoothed out. Funny enough, it didn't really feel that bad. But since it couldn't quite get 60, even with FSR's help everywhere, I was like, oh man. At least it gets close, I think. Well, we'll see. That's what we're doing next. Well, off he goes, and off we go. Here we are with the next setting. We're going to still keep it on a base of 1080p. Now we're turning FSR on, though. It's FSR 3, and we're just going to keep it on quality. I don't really like dropping too much below quality. Balance is sometimes okay, but not usually if you're at 1080p base. I don't usually like to drop it much lower than that. If I can help it. I don't like using upscaling at all, but glad it's here and available. Anyway, let's go see how it does now. Now we're in the game again. Let's run around this room, see if we stay above 60. Nope, down into the 50s again, like I thought. Can't quite stay 60 even with FSR's help. You need to have frame gen, and then we are not really staying above 60. But what I liked about it is, it at least made the frame time smooth out, so that's the way I would play. I just play on high, with FSR 3 obviously on. I think you have to have that on and use the frame gen, and then just use frame gen. That's what I'm gonna do. Hell no, we're not gonna let none escape. Alright, now let's fight him for a little while again, and then we'll turn some frame gen on. We've got frame gen on now, so take a quick look at the settings. Still at a base of 1080p. We got FSR 3 on quality still. I think you have to do that. And then frame gen is now on. And then the game's still on high. And there we go. So why don't we now get ourselves back into that game? So here we go. Now we got frame gen on. And obviously we know we're not getting 120 FPS, but the frame times are much better like this. I'd much rather play like this. Even though I know I'm not really getting this much FPS, it just smooths those frame times out so much. It's not perfect. You should get a little frame time spike every now and again on here. Alright, now we do battle. Oh, nope, you got me that time. Ha, well, you're staggered, so there. Alright, and with that, let's go ahead and move along. So now let's get some camera-boarded gameplay where we don't have OBS interfering with anything. And yeah, just like with the demo, it seems like on this particular system, if you want smoothish frame times, you gotta have frame gen on. I know we're not really getting 100 FPS or anything like that, but it definitely smooths stuff out. You still get a little stutter every now and again. But for the most part, it's like infinitely smoother than it was before on any of the other settings. Sucks you gotta go through all that just to get some playable frame times and frame rates, but and we still aren't really hitting 60 all the time either. That's absolutely crazy.
フライブ様、ご無事ですか？大丈夫。それより父上とジョシュアが心配だ。先を急ごう。
On him for a little bit. And off he goes. Dude, get up here and hit him. What are you doing? Stupid AI sometimes, man. Oh, he hit me. I was hoping I could get him without getting damaged. Whatever. All right. Kicked his ass. Still wish I didn't get hit at all, but whatever. I think there was one time during the demo I beat him without getting hit. Yep, they sent in the dragoons, alright.
More 父上と合流する。プライブ様、お待ちを。出立前に配ったロザリアの飾り帯です。奴らが最初から紛れ込んでいたとしたら、まだ兵の中に父上とジョシュアが危ない。急ぎましょう。馬を。耳鳴り。
A mysterious person in a cloak. Alright though, I'd say this is a good time to wrap this video on up, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Final Fantasy XVI at 1080p on the Asus G15 Advantage. Jeez, if I can talk properly here. And it did alright. We weren't able to hit 60 FPS still, but after playing the demo, I wasn't really expecting, you know, it to get updates that just magically made it get 20 FPS more and made it get over 60 all the time. So still, with frame gen and everything, at least you get good frame times and whatnot. I know we're not really getting those hundreds of FPS and 90s or whatever. We're still dropping under 60 in spots, but I care more about the frame time. If I can't have a constant 60 FPS, I better damn well have some pretty smooth frame times to make the game actually feel smooth. As smooth as possible anyway. So that's why I would play with frame gen. I mean, I play with it when it's actually necessary. And in this game, on this particular laptop, to get smooth frame time, it is necessary. But I was hearing other people say they didn't have that problem, so I don't know what's up with mine, but hey, I guess if yours doesn't need that to be smooth, cool. But mine apparently needs it, so that's why I used it for the camera recorded portion. That's pretty much how I would run it. So there we pretty much go. Now I can wrap this video on up, and we can get started on 1440p. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video though, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.